Okay, today is P Valley Season 1, Episode 3, and I'm not going in any particular order. So here we have Mercedes, Gidget, Mississippi. No, they wasn't with them. It was just not Mercedes. It was Autumn and Gidget. They were at the beauty supply trying on wigs. So this where from the previews the little blonde wig come into play that actually fits her better than the black hair. So she got the wig, Gidget gave her the wig to try on and was like, she partial to blonde basically. And when she put it on, she called her Geico. But she was trying to say it was chameleon, but she said Geico. And yeah, so that's where the blonde wig comes from. So then I'm gonna stick with characters. So we see Autumn. Oh, I keep forgetting her name. I don't know. Maybe it's that character she plays. Not memorable. But Autumn is talking to Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford, she was telling him, he was asking her about the tea. She still haven't got him any tea that he been waiting on. And she told him, she lied and told him she called Andre and he didn't respond. But we already saw Andre looking at his phone. But he texted her and she didn't reply. So then he told her she needed to get him some tea. She wasn't going to get that license back. And then we're going to find out why she needed that license back so bad. So she made a date with Andre, whatever. They were out having breakfast. And then the other girls came in and they all sat at the table with them and ordered their food and told the waitress to put it on his bill, which was crazy. So once that happened, he got up, he paid for everything and told him bye. He told her he was going to text her and she told him she was going to respond. So then, my TV popped on in there. So then after that happened, what else did she do? We're gonna stick with her character. So eventually she met up with him. When he told her he was gonna call her whatever, they went on a little date to this mountain or whatever. So they went to his room to hook up. He didn't have a condom, so he left out and he was asking the front desk clerk, do they sell them? And he was like, no, but we have free Bibles in the room because he saw his wedding band on his hand, right? So then he just left, I guess he went to the drugstore and came back and our boy was just looking at him like, yeah, enjoy your stay. Like it was funny. But while he was gone, she told him she needed to get on his computer so she could look at porn and, she could stay horny. He's so dumb. He didn't unlock his computer. She emailed all the files about the resort to herself, and then she shows it to Uncle Clifford when she get back, because when Andre come back, she's gone. His computer up with her picture on it and everything. She done burn off. So then when she gets to Uncle Clifford, she pulled everything up and she showed him all the stuff on the computer that, he working on. So basically, they trying to, they get the land with a pink at. That'll be the waterside property that the casino needs. So basically, they trying to eliminate him. And see, Andre is working with the mayor, which is his godfather, come to find out. So we're going to see how that turns out. It look like they were on two different pages. So then we have Mercedes. Mercedes talked to her mom, telling her she need her money. She popped up on at the church, acting like she was preaching. So she basically told her, she was asking her, first off, that's her money. She asked her what she needed for, like she really didn't have no intentions on giving it back. And she was telling her for her gym. So she was like, oh, so you were serious. So then she told her she was going to have her check for it the next day. And then they showed her, when they having a meeting about, she's the church treasurer, first off. They having a meeting about the next sermon and who's going to preach. And the preacher was suggesting this other preacher that's there. And she was saying she should preach. So the bottom line, he has no intention on her preaching. And I think at this point she realizing that. And yeah. So then we go to, what's his name? DJ? Not DJ. I don't know what that DJ name is, but Lil Murder. the murder popped up at the DJ school. The DJ is still in high school, apparently. Since Uncle Clifford told him he needed to talk to him about some beats. So he left, the DJ left with him or whatever. And he was letting him listen to his music, and he was telling him what he needed to do. And basically, he gonna help him with his music, bottom line. So when they finished, he dropped the DJ off at work. He went to his house to eat, but then he eventually dropped him off at work. And Uncle Clifford was outside and was asking him, was he coming in? And he looked around, he see little people outside. He was like, nah, I ain't coming in tonight. So, I forgot, he got a hoopty. So I don't know who car they was in, truck they were in on that perpetrating episode, but he was really perpetrating. So, yeah. It was good. And so we're going to go to Mercedes. Mercedes look on her phone. Her drill team got some twerk videos where they advertising a twerk party and the baddest bitch contest, the baddest twerkers or whatever, baddest bitch. So she have a meeting with all them. She done made them exercise, do 70 toe touches. One girl asking her why they can't express their sexuality. The other one telling her about when she posts stuff, and she was like, yeah, and I get paid for it, you don't. So, make a long story short, that girl ended up being her daughter that's living with this lady. I don't know if it's the little girl's dad, mom, or stepmom, whatever the case is. The girl ended up throwing the party anyway, and it was online, and Mercedes popped up there and shut it down, and then she called the little girl mom, and that's when they had the conversation, and we realized this is Mercedes' daughter that she gave this woman custody of. And basically, long story short, the woman was like, no, the girl can't be in a drill team no more. She done cut everything out. So Mercedes and her feelings about that. So then, at the club, Mercedes, Gidget, and Mississippi, they had this little routine they do with three of them on the pole and one standing on the other one. It's real nice. So this particular night, it was crunk at the club. Everybody was throwing, money. They was showing out on the pole. Your girl, Autumn, gets so drunk. She staggered up down the pole and just started trying to dance on the pole. Now, y'all know y'all ain't never seen her climb up no pole. She was so drunk that Mercedes was like staying on her like she was working with her or whatever. So then when she fell off the pole on the ground, Mercedes just got on top of her and started dry hunting her. And then they started getting a lot of money after that. So then she followed her backstage, tell her don't touch her damn pole no more. And she's still drunk to my way. They liked it. I don't know what's up with Autumn. I don't think she got bad. I think it's her acting is bad. They should have developed her character more, because the character that I see that she's trying to portray is not the acting that she's giving out. So I think she's just a bad actress. So yeah, so Mercedes had to check her about climbing on her pole while she on there, with her drunk ass, and told her she needed to go home and, take care of herself. But yeah, with Autumn, a long story short, once she gave Uncle Clifford that information, he made a meeting with Andre. He gave her back her ID. And remember last week she did that money transfer to that ID. And she got that 30 minutes before the transfer was canceled. And she got all that money. That's why she needed the ID so bad. And then, yeah. And Mississippi got this weird client that he's an anesthesiologist, so I guess she played like she sleep or something. He just throw money on her, and it looked like she did, holding the rose. That was weird. And then Gidget got her little boyfriend, and he be moving work through there with Uncle Clifford. And we saw that. But this episode seemed like a filler episode or something. I don't know. It didn't give me too much, but it was still good. So tell me what you think. And what y'all think about Autumn? Because the preview for next week looked like it's going to be real good. So I guess this was like a little filler episode. Oh, yeah. I forgot Uncle Clifford went to go meet with Corbin and ask him about the plans with the land. And he told him what his plans was about leasing. And baby, Uncle Clifford had this red outfit on that made his booty look like a badonka in the back. Yeah. He was working that outfit. And then another funny thing was when Andre came to the club to meet him in the, I think that's the fantasy room, He was in a big chair with his back turned out. You could see some blonde hair. So Andre thought it was Autumn. Baby turned around, it was Uncle Clifford, had that long blonde wig on. I died laughing. Yeah, he wasn't ready. But anyway, that was P-Valley, episode 3, High Ground. Tell me what you think. It seemed more like a filler episode, but yeah, it was still good. And like this video, subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week for P-Valley.